pursuing happiness is actually happiness in and of itself. Think about it. Everyone in life pursues happiness. They want to be happy. They strive to be, one with themselves. They strive to not feel sad, not feel depressed, not feel anxious. And at least here in the States in America, I think a lot of us have that rat race life mentality. And I think a lot of us feel less than. We always compare ourselves to other people that are doing better than ourselves. And I think that's the folly of us. I think that's what causes a lot of anxiety and depression with a lot of us here. That you shouldn't compare yourself to others. You should focus on you. You should get back to, life from the roots, for lack of a better term. Get back to the basics of life. Survival, hunting, things like that. Things that we do here in Alaska that a lot of people in the lower 48, some people like in Montana and Texas and other hunting states do this, but Alaska is the number one place to get away from it all, for lack of a better term. And I think that was one of the reasons that brought me here also to strive off of the topic a little bit, because it brought me happiness. I was never happy in Texas. I was never content with life. I always felt like I was doing less than anyone else that I knew. Like, I knew a lot of people that, went to college, got, doctorates, got master's degrees, were working, six-figure salary jobs, things like that. I'm 33 years old, so I've seen it already. I was ex-military also. But I saw that, and I compared myself a lot to them, and I'm like, I think that there's more to life than just money. There's more to life than just education. And I'm not going to be happy just having money. Look at fucking celebrities. There's tons of celebrities that are rich as fuck that are also depressed as fuck at the same time. So some of them even end up killing themselves. As dark as that gets, but I was like, I think that happiness comes from walking the path of happiness and getting back to your roots as a human being and coming back to earth, coming back to nature. And I know that might sound a little bit hippie, but fuck, this is Alaska. Come on now. We're the hunting state of the fucking country. But anyways, I digress. It brought me happiness. I'm happy. I don't even worry about that shit. I'm retired military, but I no longer care about, having that degree or having that fucking flashy car, or being able to afford a Lamborghini, or, being able to buy a mansion and all this stupid shit that I used to worry about when I lived in Austin, Texas. And it's weird because I found more happiness being here in Alaska than I ever did in Texas. And I think it's because I always strived to make more money, to be better than everyone else, and that stupid shit. And being here in Alaska for the past 10 months, almost a year, my entire life has changed. I have found that happiness, and I'm not as anxious as I was before. I'm not as depressed as I was before in Texas, and it's a good feeling. It really is. Aside from the things I dealt with in the military, but I'm not going to talk about that. um, Otherwise, when it comes to just being at peace with myself and experiencing happiness through walking the path of happiness here in Alaska, I think that's really the meaning of life. When people want to be happy, they shouldn't chase the dollar. They shouldn't chase being better or less than other people. They should strive on the basics of humanity, which is survival, nature, things like that. I think that's where the real happiness comes from. Anyways, once again, Braulio's out. Peace.